Alrighty, let's check one thing before I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna have to check my own feed just to be very sure that the audio quality is decent enough. And to make sure that everything else is... Oh, it sounds pretty clean, pretty clear. Nothing echoing or anything of the sort. We are good to go. Though it's not picking up the game audio though. Alright, there we go. Oh, it's just very low. Oh, it's just very low. Oh, it's just very low. Yeah, so let me bump up the desktop audio just a little bit more. All right, we should be good there. We should be good there. We should be good there. I don't know how the volume's gonna spike at some point, but as long as it reaches yellow territory, should be fine. But if worse comes to worse, I may or may not have to adjust the volume mixing on my side so it's a bit more prevalent. Not to rupture anybody's eardrums in the process though. So that's another balancing act I need to take consideration of. Just want to be sure that I have the right amount of sound.
좀 일찍 나가는 편이 낫더군. P사에서 시부레대던 브리핑은 낮부터 시작하거든.
Though I could probably up the gain just a little bit more.
처박을 대로 처박았지만 그래도 들어두려는 편이지. 죽은 이들이 남긴 정보는 도움이 돼. 혈기를 잡을 때든 살아서 도망칠 때든.
Okay, so let's pick up where we left off. Just so there's no stone unturned. And one thing just to test as well. D-E-A-D, dead. There we go. Now I can actually get bombarded with sound alerts if need be. Though there may be some points where I will be stepping away from the keyboard just to kind of tend to some food that I'm making. But I'm making some fettuccine alfredo, so I don't have some shrimp in the water, in hot water, so I could detail them and just get some stuff started. I mean, it shouldn't take long. But the finer stuff needs to be taken into proper care, to say the least. Okay, let's see. And bring on Hey Show. All right, and here we go. The ominous carousel present. Prominent? But of course. I claim control of a branch of the Heisho packs. While you are wasting your time out there searching for the River of Immortality or whatever. I don't even know where I'd even start to refute your brain-dead accusation. This is way beneath me. I don't even want to address you as my senior either. So who is it? Big Brother Juan? Nah, I can't imagine he'd ever be interested in someone like you. What are you talking about? I'm asking whose teat you've been suckling on to gain control of the Mao branch, because we both know for sure that there's no way in hell you have the means to control them, right? You little twerp. Are you sure you want to insult my height from where you're standing? Master Yuhua? It doesn't seem like the mastermind in this operation was actually anyone important. Agreed. I can tell just by the look of the traitor with the physiognomy of a deceiver. This is a waste of time. Shilu, calm down. The mission was to assassinate them. To meet them up in the open battle to take the lives of higher candidates was not agreed upon. What the fuck? Blah, blah, blah. Just shut up and do as you're told. I may fight to protect your life, yet I cannot do more. The Heisho needs no voices but that of one that holds their leash. Looks like that Shiyuha doesn't even control these guys. There's an apt saying, often invoked in my homeland. A fox may pretend to be the throne, but only with the blessing of the tiger. Shut up over there! Damn it, this Heisho pack is useless. Can't even get a simple job done. Master Yihua, the Heisho pack was here merely as a backup plan. Our true strategy involves... True. This is fine. I have other plans to sweep you all the way. This is the second time this individual has made an odd emphasis on the variation of the word sweep. What are you saying, that you bribed the sweepers or something? While the reaction may appear suspicious, that suggestion is almost an absolute impossibility. The head is the top of the sweeper's chain of command. In other words, only the head possesses the authority to command them. Right, yeah, of course. Moreover, they are prohibited from touching, let alone entering any designated residential areas during the night of the back streets. This is a permanent, immutable taboo of the head, one of the very first to be introduced. The effort of going through a myriad of paperwork to ensure the Mephistopheles is recognized as a residential vehicle is ultimately to capitalize on this taboo. Yes, it is exactly as you say. What a stupid question to ask, making me anxious out of nowhere. That's sour the mood. Come, let us leave. I had only intended to have them see my face after all. Too bad I won't even remember them in a few days once they get swept away. Master Yihua? We best leave before any unnecessary words are said. Faust is right. These guys are acting way too suspicious to not have some scheme brewing back there. So overtly suspicious that I'm starting to wonder if they're trying to use reverse psychology on us into walking right into their trap. Well, when surrounded by nothing but uncertainties, there's a solution that usually works. Faust? Faust had intended to make this suggestion first, but it appears that you share the idea. Yep. So, Otis, yes, executive manager. We have 12 sinners, Jiachi Shun, and Wei on our side. And I don't think this so-called Malbranch are willing to fight. Which means that we only have 3 enemies. Yihua, our guide, and Shilu, the assassin. We have the numerical advantage, don't we? We always make the most accurate read of the battlefield. What's going on over there? What's that tick-tocking noise? Oh, he dipped! Our former guy seemed to have figured out what our conversation was about, because he took a few slow, careful steps from Yihua before booting off into the distance. I've been thinking this all day, but he sure is a fast runner. Oh. What is it, Hongwu? Do you remember something? I did. I had a hard time recalling this because he isn't from my family. But I remember now. You're big brother Yihua of the Shi family, right? Didn't that guy just announce that earlier? Anyways, Hongwu, I'm gonna get that guy and beat the motives out of him. Is that gonna be okay with you? He's not from my family, but I'm sure big brother Yihua would be happy to answer your questions. Great. Another thing. As a commander, I should probably say something cool to start the battle, right? Wow, that's going to be so cool. Like something straight off a story. I said something like this once. Even if one side has the absolute advantage of battle, the commander's ways may be the deciding factor in who wins and loses. So I decided to borrow a few words from a book of Hongwu once lent me. It was a general who said it. I believe. Destroy them all! So the sleepers are so yeah, they have very strong connections to the head. Almost as that they're practically I would say an autonomous. Oh, okay. Who is this targeted towards? Yeah, let's break that coin first. Then we can worry about the other stuff later. And as far as Xingtao being related to Joseph, there's a good chance, since he booked it as far as possible. Oh joy. Who's that targeted to? Ah, there we go. Let's offset that. That seems no, that's a regular. Yep, we're finding the baddie for sure. The big one. There we go. The one tree I don't mind cleansing. I mean, considering the Malbranch is mostly of rabbits, that's a jackhammer waiting to happen. Stagger! Alright, now we lay waste to them. Nothing much, just started not too long ago too. Picked up some clothes from the clean. Wait, I just noticed there's 3 waves. Yeah, just picked up clothes from the cleaners and also gonna make some fettuccine alfredo, so I might step away from the keyboard from time to time. Just tend to that. Depending on how things go, for sure. How about you? What are you up to? How's everything with you, man? So, yeah, I did. A lot of people seem to be questioning as to why he even has it in the first place. But we're just not gonna forget the fact that Sinclair, without a shred of a doubt, cut a man in 2 in full suit of armor. Yeah, he's he's a badass. It's just that people don't really give him much the credit of the doubt because he's, like you said, he's timid. Wait, when the hell did I get those talismans? Oh, my passive. Okay, first strike. Who's this targeting? Not a lot of I can still use that to my advantage. Yep. Just fueled by the absolute rage against Chroma to kill him. Just to kill her. Offset that. I got our bases covered. We got an extra fragile. Well, I'm liking these odds for sure. Oh no! He recognizes it. A strange tune crashes through the sound of this fierce battle. Is this electronic dance music? Something about it sounds familiar. Do you hear the ominous bell toll? Do you hear the ominous EDM tolling? Finally. Thanks to the merry chase you led me on, I've had slid ever so slightly further into the world of the bristly. Let's see, Title 2, Section 11. Ah, Rossi. The punishment of those who dare to flee from the metal's retribution begins by tearing their legs apart from their groin. I'll make sure you suffer for all my time you wasted. What the fuck is that blighter doing here? The hell is wrong with you? You've been stalking us all along? Since when is chasing after a thief conflated with stalking? I'll have you know that I'm still banished from the world of the luscious thanks to you who dare to pinch my hair coupons. What the hell? Where'd they come from? You guys are just pissing people off left and right. Aren't you? Shilu, take him out. What an utterly insular fool. What do you say? Do you not know that man? What's the middle doing here? Ricardo, a big brother of the middle. The man who slaughtered the sinners like they were nothing. The man who almost forced me to self-destruct. Faust, don't have to get ready for that again. No, not yet. According to the evaluation of LCE, the sinner's power had grown since the last time of the Great Lake. Our chance of victory against this individual has risen to a meaningful degree to forfeit the battle before it begins. By how much? Enough to put our faith in the uncertainties. Alrighty then, enough of the background noise. I don't know what your business here is with these thieves, but I personally traveled all the way to the eastern part of the city because I simply must exact my vengeance against him with my own might. Just Heathcliff in particular. I could have simply informed my brothers in the east and let them handle this, but that just wouldn't do. I was determined to see this through to the end myself, even if it meant asking a great brother of the east for a favor. So you there, Hat Pint and his cute mini entourage, get the hell out of my sight. The Metal's Bug of Vengeance comes first. Half Pint? Keep babbling that fat lip of yours, minion of the fingers. You don't scare me at all with your cheap hairdo and that garish as hell botched dye job. You're in the H-Corp turf now. You shouldn't have done that. Wow. Just wow. Bloody hell, man, that's messed up. He's far too absorbed in his own foolishness to see he's walking into his own demise. He is more than cooked. He is gonna be well done by the time he's tenderized. Unexpectedly, Ricardo's face wasn't contorted with wrath, even after enduring the barrage of insults. Instead, he looked surprised. Hey, it was good, Seiko. A moment of silence followed, during which he seemed to be absorbed in thought. Whew. Impressive. You just set a new record. You are the current record holder of how fast I can get written up in Ricardo's Book of Vengeance. You are the current record holder for how fast I can get written up in Ricardo's Book of Vengeance, challenge boy. You did in 15 seconds. Then, with trembling hands, he reached down to grab his Book of Vengeance, opened it, and began to write something down on the paper, slowly and deliberately as though to make each stroke of pen count. Unfortunately, your audacity is terminal. I will rip your jaws apart myself as punishment. Boys, make sure that this little band of thieves won't get away while I deal with this pipsqueak. What the hell is this asshole talking about? Hey, Shilu! What the actually, I don't care. Stop me if you can. Effective immediately, the punishment for all involved parties and bystanders at the site of your crimes shall be complete and total extermination. I think we can slip away unnoticed in this mess. I don't think we've got much of a chance there. Ricardo practically rocketed towards where Jiyu and Shi Yuhua were standing in a burst of speed. But his henchmen had already begun to slowly surround us as he ordered. Ready your weapons, everyone. Payback time for what happened at the Great Lake. Let's do this. Besides, I got a score to settle with that son of a bitch. actually. That should be sub accounted for. Nuh-uh. Now, this is effectively a trap in order to make sure you have units that aren't weak to blunt. Because it can get really messy once we get to the next stage of the fight. And now they have power counters too. Actually, no. Because we'll much rather take the hit there. Woo! See, better trade-off. But that stagger threshold is still, yeah, it is still kind of insane. You know what? I can use this as an opportunity. And clean up house. Add on to the paralysis aspect too. Nice break. No audio? Might be on the low side. So I may have to do a little bit of tweaking in order to make sure that it actually does pick up. Hold on, let me check on my end. Yeah, let me make some changes here. All right, loud and clear. Let me bring it down then. All right, how about now? I upped the gain on the filter just Be sure. And it may be a bit behind on the YouTube side, so it's going to be a little bit tough in order to pinpoint exactly how loud it's going to be. So I'm going to check on the Twitch side just to see. Now this is odd. Because there should be music going, but let me change audio properties again. Properties again. Properties again. Properties again. Oh, now I hear the music. Oh, now I hear the music. Oh, now I hear the music. Because if it's doubling up like this, then it's perfect. Because if it's doubling up like this, then it's perfect. Because if it's doubling up like this, then it's perfect. Because if it's doubling... Yeah, it's doubling because it's echoing because I have my feed up too, just to kind of confirm exactly if the sound is going through. So once I stop that, should be no echoing as much. Won't be falling into the phantom zone. I could always tone it down if need be, if things are a little bit too loud. I know for a fact that once we actually get to the fighting, we're gonna be we're gonna get loud and proud, which I guess could also be a nice little indication of just me toning down my volume on some aspects too. But thanks for stopping by for checking up on me at work. Hope things are not too busy over there again as well. And enjoy the asswoman that's gonna come here. There was an explosive noise from a distance, and moments later, Ricardo landed before us with a boom. I heard that the Heisho of the East were a tough bunch. That lady was something else. So, why'd a woman like that suddenly split from a fight? Not my problem, I guess. She's getting written down in the book too. I don't know if it's just chaotic pettiness or just absolute, what's the best way I can go about it? Because this is intolerance. Or not really intolerance, just, yeah, I guess it would be chalked up as pettiness. Just write down every infraction. You ran from the fight, oh, that's going on the list. You insulted me, obviously that's gonna go on the list. You littered on the sidewalk, that you're going on the list too. And we're gonna make sure that every single possible crime against the middle is as excruciating as possible. Time to take care of what I really came here for. Get ready for a beatdown, coupon thieves! Oh, he got a little brother. Oh, he's still wounded. He's still wounded. I guess that after having a harpoon sent through his arm by an Indigo Elder, didn't really fix a whole lot of things up after that. They're just way too preoccupied in just making sure that whoever is there is dead. reset that. Also, let's take a look. I think that she. Oh, right. You did actually put in some work. Little brother Werner. The target has Vendetta mark. Inflict additional plus offense level down. Vendetta mark. When stacked by the middle, take plus 3% more damage per stack. Max at 30. So 10 stacks. Every time a middle ally is killed in its counter, gain offense level. Okay, so effectively it would be a good idea to just burst down Werner, but still.
관찰은 끝났습니다. 제가 조심하라고 말씀드렸으니까. 저거 뭐 하라는 거지?
Oh, I don't like the looks of that. No, fuck that. Oh wait, we can actually save it. Yeah. He can single-handedly isekai each and every one of us. That and also the fact that most of my units are probably weak against blunt. If illustrated right here. Because Don just got liquefied. It was all a trap.
너냐? 이 스며들 듯한 비 우산이 새지는 않는 듯했어.
Stagger, please. Yes. Dig.
야, 저 새끼 좀 봐. 이상한 짓 하려고 하잖아. 일단 피해.
Oh no. Hey, now the opportunity to actually get to claim their bones. But it's gonna hurt like hell.
흑수묘, 뒷박질 춤. 지겹군. 이 몸이 직접 손봐야겠는데.
예사롭지가 않은데? 아주 박살을 내놨어.
Worth it. Ooh, no.
잠깐만.
Oh! Oh! Yes. Doesn't matter if he's stunned. Claim their bones.
어떻게 해볼 수 있는 상태가 아닌 것 같고. 힘의 차이가 너무 심한데?
And now the paralysis is gonna kick in pretty well too.
이어졌다면 저런 것쯤 없는데.
Yeah, this is the fight we're dealing with. Sentence winning Ricardo encapsulated in just one particular singular moment. Good lord. Wait.
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
Yep, you can take it.
저거 뭐 하라는 거지?
Charm burst. Fuck it, we're doing it. Actually, no. I think it might be a good idea to use Screw Loose Wallop. So we can actually get the survivability. Because he is still a stone's throw away from getting staggered.
된다면 사월을 순서에 따라 대상을 제거합니다.
Get out of here.
완벽한 한방. 시원한 걸.
Never mind.
확인 사살.
저는 봤어요.
Yeah, we won't have enough in order to actually do considerable damage.
직원의 간절한 표정을요. 제 교육이
언제까지 버티나 보자고.
표적 확인.
Also meet a particular threshold.
야, 저 새끼 좀 봐. 또 이상한 짓 하려고 하잖아. 일단 피해.
Time to put the carry pants on.
버텨보라고. 딱 죽을 만큼 튀겨질 테니까.
오!
괜찮아. 상처는 찢었으니까.
총원, 조명이 전멸하는 저곳으로. 파도가 모든 것을 쳐부술 거다.
Oh, it's done. It's done.
차는 차야.
But Greg is still in it.
까딱하면 지겠는걸. 자태, 좀 좋은 생각 없어?
Never mind.
벌써 만나러 가는 건 좀 이르지 않나.
Yeah.
이보시오. 나는 이 일이 맞지 않는 것 같소.
So you know it's a trap
나에게
situation.
평가가 잘못되지는 않았는지 재고를.
Okay. We're gonna make some changes here and there. Full stop. Yeah, I may have to. In case of emergency, break out whatever you can. Okay, thorns. Yeah, even when he loses ammo, he still can actually clash too. Clash pretty well.
이제 앞으로는 책임은 모두 내가 진다.
소재가 준비됐소?
준비돼. 지정 보호 구역에
출발인가? 연료는 잔뜩 준비해뒀지.
Actually, no.
가볼까요? 연료는 잔뜩 소재.
이번 의뢰는 몇 발이나 들고 가야 하냐?
Yeah, let me do that too. Considering that we're dealing with this situation. We're just breaking out whatever we can in order to just put this motherfucker into the dirt. We're gonna do whatever it takes.
그러든가.
라만 차렌드를 뒤엎는다.
Wait, for priest. What's your do? Right. Let me, oh, let's see how this works. GU is actually not that bad, so thankfully that's the only saving grace here.
저들을 맞이하세. 우리를 가로막는 저 시련을 해치우고 끝나지 않는 모험을 향하여.
한바탕 해볼까? 자, 엎드리도록. 하! 으타! 먹어치워라!
Yeah, that's a trade-off.
최선의 방어를!
Bing bong boom.
자,
Boom
동료들이여.
boom bop
자세를
bam.
갖추고 저들을 맞이하세. 우리를 가로막는 저 시련을 해치우고 끝나지 않는 모험을 향하여.
Is this targeted at? Yep, blockmail. None of you are free of sin.
아차!
None of you.
먼저 끝내고 돌아오는 친구는 맛있는 거 사줄게. 물론 회사 카드로.
Okay, what's... Let me enhance.
한바탕 해볼까?
Block!
엎드리도록.
모여들여 자세를 갖추고 저들을 맞이하세. 우리를
직접
가로막는
다가와줘.
저 시련을 해치우고 끝나지 않는 모험을 향하여.
Got a little bit of tremor.
아무것도 되지
And some tuning.
물렁물렁한 곤약 같은 놈이었어. 갖다 대기만 해도 썰려 나가는 걸 보니
탈출 개체 확인.
Oh no.
그 뭐냐 거의 카고 물베기 아니냐? 아니 베어지지 않는 정도는 아니긴 한데 그럼 뭐 두드리다 보면 깨지겠지.
This should be over for the first phase.
최선의 방어를.
There we go. And here comes Ricardo with his JBL speakers just blasting on through.
금방 잡아 족치고 지나갈 수 있겠는걸.
No, let's not do that.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게요. 앞차.
Oh my god!
대체에게 큰 피해를 준 것 같아. 이 팀의 직원다운 완벽한 공격이었어.
힘 조절이
Yep.
저런 사람을
All out is putting in work.
사무실 직원을 더 늘릴 재정 여유는 없고
한바탕 해볼까?
힘 조절이
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 그대로 두드려 패.
Out of the way. Fucker!
제압 완료.
완벽한 한방.
시원한 걸. 대범의 머리가
저는
쪼개져.
위대한 일격을
위험인물
기억하는
발견.
순간에 이때가
제압할게요.
버스에서 해고해야 하지 않겠는가?
And here comes Ricky.
너무 약 올리신 것 같은데요. 저의 기세가 확연히 달라졌어요.
Yeah, next turn, that's not gonna be good.
탈출 개체 확인. 대검 방어.
None of you are free of sin.
지금이다. 해골 바가지 거미 대가리. 자!
그렇지가 않은데? 아주 착실하게 잡았어.
You got ether. 279 clean.
완전 프레스 생겼어 나리. 저들의 약점이 뻔히 보이는군.
우와! 저건 진짜 아프겠는데? 야, 괜찮냐?
탈출 개체 확인. 전부 찢어버리겠네.
Zappity zap zap.
뭐냐? 소름이 싹 돋는 게 평범한 건 아닌데.
That's not enough. Not enough. So one thing I'm gonna have to hope for eventually is center target is Faust. And it's hopeless. So the one thing that we can actually hope for is that we stack them before it even happens. But I'm not even gonna hold my fucking breath at that point because that's gonna be a foregone conclusion if that's the case. Hey, Elmina, what's up? Oh, we do have a chance, though. Karma suffering. Who's gonna get the brunt of that? Two attacks towards Aldous. Yeah, just looking up. Yeah, gotcha. You're just in time to have me get turned into paste by Ricardo again. Again.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게.
We got survivors.
너무 아프게 맞았는데?
Never mind.
제대로 해. 그러다 죽어버리면 나를 탓할 거잖아. 근데 나를 나쁜 세피라로 만들려는 거야?
Never mind.
모두 집중해주길 바랄게. 이번에 제압할 개체는 이전과는 조금 다른 대응 방식이 필요하거든.
점 찍었네.
Oh, burst. Alright, we're good.
방금 공격. 다음에 다른 개체에게도 다시 해봐줄래? 영상으로 남기면 다른 직원에게도 도움이 될지도 몰라.
Just in time. And I'm clocking it. I'm clocking the fuck in. And before I do that too, I should uptie this eventually.
점 찍었네.
다류 산초 경혈 육수 직결.
최선의 방어를.
흩뿌려져라. 추악한 모든 시선 이끌지.
I am the storm that is approaching.
이 전투는 승리할 거야.
효력사. 좋아.
And poison.
계속하면 되겠네.
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
Oh, it's turn 15. Sweet. Flash again.
위험인물 발견. 제압할게. 꿰뚫려라.
Oh boy.
합격장.
It's a wonderful picture.
만찬에 집중해.
Take it. Take it. Oh baby, you cannot take it. Alright, turn 16.
소름이 싹 돋는.
And it's coupons time.
평범한 건 아닌데.
The paralysis is kicking in too. This doesn't look good for your hero right here. Yeah, time to provide some protection at least.
점 찍었네.
와, 엄청난 공격이었어. 기념할 만한 걸.
Oh, still in it.
시계 돌리느라 고생 좀 하겠다, 야.
Still in it.
잘만 싸워보면 좀 덜 아프게 되살릴 수도 있지 않겠냐?
Doesn't seem to be much of a clash with. Or much that. No. He's aiming at one person in particular, and I know who it is. I'm good, ready to take the shot.
대가리 딱 떼도. 나도 아니까 닥쳐라.
작품 만들다 죽을 수 있다니. 그야말로 이상적.
As long as I get to stagger at least one or both of them.
당신을 반드시 집행하겠습니다.
그 거인들과 싸울 때가 떠오르네요. 또 날아가기 싫으시면 제대로 보고 대처하셔야 합니다. 이번엔 안 받아들일 테니까요.
Nope, not even close. He's only targeting two. Okay, so honestly, I don't need to do much.
이점만 노린다.
Take the shot. Yep, that's heals.
피를
Wow, that did jack shit. But we did it. We survived. Wait. A shout cut across the battlefield just as the sudden appearance of Ricardo was making things incredibly more difficult for us. Did that guy split? What's he doing here, laughing his butt off? You finally lost the point, huh? Failed plan is a failed plan takes a toll, I suppose. Oh, maybe that's too much. But, I mean, how could I not laugh, right? When after all that ever comes together perfectly according to my plan. You hear this too, don't you? The sound of the city? The sound of the back streets? The back streets back, alright. And you're gonna be a part of it too. Do you hear the sounds of crashing waves? Waves. When the sound of the battle came to a stop with Shi Yuhua's sudden shout, we suddenly began to notice the low crawling sound of foam that had been swirling under the commotion. Something's melting, regurgitating, perhaps boiling over. If not, seeping and siphoning, the trace that was once living and dead. Crashing and breaking, devoid of any recognizable stops, the line between where it begins and ends blurred. Yes, like waves. Current time is 0321 hours. 321 hours. And it's too late. We're not in the back streets. We've never been outside the bus at this hour, have we? It was past 4 in the morning when we briefly set foot in the outskirts, so no, we have. This will be our second time. Though, it must be known that the time of day was not the matter of concern then, as we were in the outskirts. They're finally getting swept away like trash. Oh, how I waited for this moment. What's he on about? You can't possibly be thinking that sweepers will somehow break the taboo to help you. Still missing the point, botched up purple dye job. GU, let us leave to the promised location. Huh? Did he actually scamper all the way just here, go at us? And run away? Indeed, Shi Yihua was going at us with a confident boast as though he was finally ready to face us. Only to turn tail and run again. An unmistakable look of relief. I don't get it. Does he actually believe that the sweepers will help him? Charles? Indeed, sweepers do not invade residential areas. However, what if we're standing isn't actually a residential area? What are you talking about? Look at this place. He's got walls, beds, beddings, and I guess the walls felt really mushy and melty? It wasn't just Rhodey who realized what was going on. The other sinners all began to look around in confusion as well. The walls of Kenzan had all but melted away, leaving nothing behind. As though this place was swept in the night, it was built but a house and a painting. My realization came too late, as a wave-like noise from earlier had already encroached right up to where we were. And unlike the other times, would they simply part around the bus, they were cutting straight through the remnants of our lodging. What's going on? Why? This is ridiculous. Sweepers! How dare they break taboo so brazenly? Guess I'll be facing the waves tonight. Why are you so excited about this? I mean, we've got to... Let's make some things clear. It's clear that there'll be nothing but standing around, they'll sweep us all away. Damn it. We have to make our stand here. And we're not gonna be doing it alone.
다른 부서도 벌써 한바탕 했나. 돌아가는 길에 구경할 작품이 많아졌겠어.
Alright, I'll be right back. Just gonna take care of something real quick for my food, so we'll get to it soon enough. Alright, let's do this. We got some food on the line. Oh, and since we do have full stop, no. Mirror dungeons are pretty much your lifeblood in this game. It's also a good place to try out some new identities that you've have yet to build too. It's pretty much a one-stop shop for a lot of things, so you're encouraged to do mirror dungeons so you can level up your characters, to uptie them, and so on. So there's no mistake in doing that. It is encouraged. Okay.
그러든가.
급행 주문이군요.
나 훌륭한 미끼 될 수 있어.
지위를 받는 건 오랜만이네요.
급행 주문이군요.
연료는 잔뜩 준비해뒀지.
Just back up.
현장 지휘자가 필요한가?
나 훌륭한 미끼 될 수 있어.
뒷박질 시간.
어떤 상황이
We got ourselves a brawl.
저들의 공격은 우리의 투지를 꿰뚫을 수 없을 테니.
흑수미 뒷박질 주문.
자,
숨통 끊기.
와, 엄청난 공격이었어. 기념할 만한 걸.
Yep. There. It's a absolute scuffle.
괜찮은 공격입니다. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
엄청나게 강한 일격을.
공로 지원한다.
이건 직원들에게 유리한 상황 같아요. 이 상황을 개체를 제압하는 데 이용할 수 있을지도.
Yeah, persistence. I forgot these guys have persistence.
공로 지원한다.
개체를 큰 피해를 준 것 같아. 교육팀의 직원다운 완벽한 공격이었어. 조금만 더 힘내자. 이제 정말 개체의 제압까지 얼마 남지 않았어.
타겟 도착 1시간.
I tell your logic.
점만 노린다.
Let it rip.
깔끔한
262.
머리
방금 공격. 다음에 다른 개체에게도 다시 해봐줄래? 영상을 만들면 다른 직원에게도 도움이 될지도 몰라.
이러면 쏠수
경로 지원한다.
저들의 약점이 뻔히
이제
보이게
실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까?
가쳐 죽어.
여관에 가면 또 한참을 떠보지.
그게
바리에게 해줄 이야기가 또 늘었군요.
Oh, Gia's here. When is she? Oh, I'm not complaining. The fact that she's here is lending an extra helping hand.
시원한 걸.
Yeah, she was in the last counter, but there were some moments where she did kind of get beaten out pretty badly to retreat. So now she's back,
가쳐
helping us,
죽어.
like she did before.
아직 죽지 마라.
Right, out of ammo.
좋은 결정. 좋은 결정. 먼저 빠진다.
The waves are thinning now.
방금 전에 위대한 일격을 기록하는 중이라네. 이따가 버스에서 회고해야 하지 않겠는가?
Let's go on the defensive.
고귀하게 숨통 끊기.
It's a choice, but there's a very special thing about full stop Heathcliff. Because since I do have full stop Honglu on the field, he's gonna be providing backup with target observation. So it is a choice that I deliberately took in order to take advantage of that. Because once he starts running out of ammo too, I can get to use that as a counter.
방금 전에 위대한 일격을 기록하는 중이라네. 이따가 버스에서 회고해야 하지 않겠는가?
흑순 빈박질 춤. 관찰을
Like if it was any other ammo ID, like say
방금 완전 좋았어.
LCCB Ishmael, yeah, that would be an issue. Oh my god, please! That's the reason why.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 그 두드려 패.
잠깐만 기다려.
시계 돌리느라.
Yeah, once those IDs, they're pretty much useless. They only have like a select, especially if they have like a select number of skills that rely on ammo. They're pretty much rendered useless. But there's only so few of them, and the ones that can actually still keep on fighting is like Gregors.
고귀하게
Because there's a rare chance that you'd actually run out of ammo with them.
My queen!
Most of them!
움직임이 어설퍼요.
너는 좀 자질이 있는데 나중에 따로 술 좀 할래.
관찰은 끝났습니다.
그래서 좀 아픈데. 쟤는 어디 출신이냐? 나도 좀 마음에 드는데.
방금 전에는 굉장했다고. 베르게 그 인간도 이건 인정할걸?
Alright, avoid.
숨통 끊기.
That's right. No.
방금 전에는 굉장했다고. 베르게 그 인간도 이건 인정할걸?
흑승 김박질치.
Alright, let's go on my strip, so I gotta check on that.
그 삶의
Full stop to life.
마무리를
Take a shot.
다음 목표로.
And wave 2 complete, wave 3 incoming. The battle was long and grueling. Even Ricardo and his henchmen appeared visibly exhausted after the second wave. Big bro, we messed up. We never should have put you through this trouble in the first place. Don't worry about it, kid. You've taken a brother who came all the way from the south and guided him safely through the labyrinth at his age core. I'd say you've done more than enough. I could have expected that we'd be fighting sweepers of all things. If we're able to withstand the sweepers, enemies that could give even the middle trouble, practice makes perfect and perfection makes an expert, huh? I guess Honglu wasn't too far off the mark. Man, it would have been long slipped away if it weren't still new at this. Ishmael, who had been taking a brief downtime to check the sharpness of our harpoon, was right. We've been through something like this before. Fighting against an endless horde of enemies, long battles of attrition, wasn't new. And that very experience was definitely an edge we had against these enemies. Of course, we can even handle a third wave at this rate? There's no choice but to withstand it. Nothing was certain just yet, so that this third wave survive. I'll carry us in as soon as we survive the third wave. Even though we're basically in the same boat, this guy can't help but have it out for us, huh? Why would I ever... Mirror dungeons, you get lunacy, shard crates, the battle pass points, which can be added to your battle pass. And yeah, that's pretty much a good gist of it. Oh, hold up, wait, let me check my shrimp. All right, I'm back. So far, the shrimp is well cooked, so I don't have to worry about that. Turn the fire off, turn off the pot. But wait, Cristiano Ronaldo is playable and fit. Okay, that's actually interesting. Like from the whole teaser trailer, it was already an interesting choice enough to have Ronaldo of all people. The buildings are shifting. What's happening? I remember asking all of you guys to read the damn pamphlets. Buildings inside H Corp shift every once in a while. I didn't know it would be like this, but still. Fortunately, it does seem that the building that we're in is shifting by much. Executive manager. As soon as that is finished, an errant building suddenly jutted violently from the ground, rising in a diagonal burst, and struck Ricardo square in the chest, sending it blasting up into the skyline. Damn you! Mark my words, this is also going in the books! Ricardo wasn't the only one that got practically punched by a building. No! The henchmen of the middle, who formed the defensive square, withstand the waves but blasted off in all directions. But maybe they were falling. Wasn't sure anymore. What is happening? The movement of the buildings has significantly reduced the enemy population in this area, Dante. This is an opportunity. Now those air tank bastards off our backs. I think it's definitely more doable now. I can feel the spirit rising among the sinners. Come on, let's do this. We've done this kind of thing 1,000 times. Alright, now it's go time.
이따가 버스에서 회고해야 하지 않겠는가?
Alright. Fire punch! Oh, it's a mirror dungeon? 5 floors, so depending on your pace, usually it's pretty much 30 minutes. At most.
이 전투는 승리할 거야.
Well, at least 30 minutes if you're doing either normal or if you have a good idea of what you're doing on hard mode.
단추를 왜 저렇게 떠들썩한 거야? 뭔가 싸는데.
깔끔하게. 관찰을 끝났습니다.
약점을 잘 노리셨습니다. 이제 해결사의 조합도 익숙해지셨네요.
예사롭지가 않은데? 아주 작살을 내놨다.
가죠.
That's right!
숨통 끊기.
Let's go, Greg!
승부처 좋은 결정. 좋은 결정.
운전의 위대한 일격을 기록하는 중이라면 이따가
that should give me... Yeah, because someone else has burn. I can use it to my advantage. And also, Fire Fist is passive too. It'll pass the burn around.
이 불 또한 예술의 방울 경치.
No! Stop, please! Thank you!
가라지 같은 놈들.
Burn, baby, burn!
어우, 단테 고생해.
Hey, who bit it? Oh, Rocha bit it.
극순 빈박질 틈.
Oh, no wonder. Someone actually getting with paralysis too.
숨통 끊기. 아직 죽지 마라.
승부처 좋은 결정. 승부처
Stabby, stabby.
결정.
이 전투는 승리일 거야.
Fuck your healing.
조금만 더 힘내자.
극순
이제
빈박질 춤.
개체 제압까지 얼마 남지 않았어.
And your persistence. And we did it. We survived a bunch of Naruto running mass dissolving whatever they are. They're like living dolls of flesh. Was that the last of them? All right, let me check my pause real quick. Who? Alright, I'm back. And the fettuccine alfredo is done one. Made it with some shrimp. Some scrimp. Current time is 0424 hours. 424 hours. About 10 minutes until the night in back streets ends, but we can relax now, given that we survived the third wave. The buildings are also no longer shifting. Stability has been restored. He did it. Executive manager. Bloody hell. Finally. The centers all collapsed to the ground from exhaustion. There was a Kazan here, but now it's gone. There was a hole here, and now it's gone. Despite the fact that we haven't moved at all from our initial positions, there wasn't even a trace of it being here. We realized that we've been relocated on top of a roof, as though we had just awakened from the dream of sleeping in a building that never even existed. That was one hell of a battle, and I thought I was done for. This is killing me. I don't know if we could have survived that if that hair-obsessed loon wasn't here to draw someone away. I guess we got something to thank him for. That's all they got in the head-on battle. Aren't thou acquainted with those foes, young Ryoshu? Of fucking course, I've heard of them. Their scent of blood. 'Twas faint, but cannot be. No. It would be best to not linger over long on this thought. Why not? Dig deeper. Letting ephemeral inspiration slip through your fingers is the death of creativity. I said I won't linger on it. Don't rush me. Whatever. How uninspiring. Guys, now's not the time to bicker. Yoshi and Don Quixote's words were indeed unnerving, but we'd have plenty of time to discuss that once we return to the bus. If we can return in one piece. Chihua. I'll be frank, that was impressive. I thought for sure you'd been long swept away by now. Oh my god. Someone just get rid of him. Shigihua must have been waiting for somewhere watching us to die. Because it didn't take long for him to reappear before us. That definitely wasn't Don. Like, it's subtle, and I like that. But there are moments where Sancho does come around too. Like, the moment that you see her just speaking in actual coherent sentences instead of usual theatrics, that's definitely Sancho. I made a comment about that a while back too, that there will be those moments where we have Sancho just peeking in every once in a while, even with Rocinante on. It's just one of those surprise moments. Perhaps they agreed upon a new deal while we were fending off the waves of sweepers. The Mao branch and Shilu were both approaching us in an intimidating gait that contrasted with their earlier passivity. Damn it. Executive manager, we've had too many high-risk, high-fatigue battles in succession. I hate to offer such disloyal advice, but it may be best to avoid this battle at all costs. That don't seem like an option to me. I looked around. Most of the Sims were either dead, trampled, and chopped to small, unrecognizable pieces. They were barely holding on at best. I can bring them back. I always do. When they've completely surrounded us, I don't know if we can bring them back in time to protect me. I might just cut the Sims down as soon as they get back up. Well, this was within my predictions. I can simply finish off anyone that hasn't been swept away. Now, a stage is set for my ascension. For the next 10 minutes, no sweepers, let alone anyone is coming here. You know why? Because who in their right mind would leave their homes when the night in the back streets is still ongoing? And it looks like even that annoying idiot from the middle has been taken care of too. Somehow. You, how much of this was your plan? How much, you ask? The whole thing, of course. All the way back to that construction site that blocked your path. The one who deceived the unscrupulous fool of your company? It was me. The one who put the pitiful Xing Tao, who doesn't even have a family name, with you? It was me. The one who had contracted a Triax office to challenge you for a duel? It was me. And guess who it was that relayed your real-time location to all kinds of forces in the district? Yes, it was me. And this trashy lodging without a residential permit? All devised by none other than yours truly using Q-Corp's technology. I see. Oh, it's so good. It was so good, wasn't it? What a perfect strategy. What did you think? Aren't I great? Aren't I so utterly clever? This is exactly why I deserve to be the next family hire. A folly to speak those words. An unfamiliar voice echoed from the dark. It was neither animosity nor hospitality, only utter serenity and nothing else. The speaker approached us, walking under a narrow ray of moonlight that shone between the shifted buildings. In his hand was a decapitated head illuminated by a pale light. Blood dribbles from the severed neck, and wide open eyes remained frozen in its final moments, filled with utter terror. He walks towards us in step with the drip of the blood. Hey, he probably also has some drip too. It can't be. Gia, she? I knew Yihua was working for someone. It was him. Why do you have Xing Tao's head? I brought back the wayward pet to his master, that it may once again be leashed. There was a serpent, my lord. Just... Leave it. We needn't shoo it away. What? You are alone the Heisho pack so that you may simply get in their way. No more. I see. Was there a sudden change of heart once he held the leash in your hands? That to return to the Shi family's side would be to your benefit? No, you knew everything all along? What, I must ask, is everything to you? Your vision is too limited for my lord's wisdom to comprehend. The wise fails to peer through the narrow-sighted eyes of the fool. All right, I'm drinking. It ain't water, but it's still made out of water. Also, let's get Vento. I know I'm going over time, but we gotta finish this. But if by everything you refer to is how you feigned abandonment from the Shi family to secure my lord's trust, indeed, it could be said that we do know everything. No! Don't kill me! Please don't kill me! I'll share you my most guarded secrets at the Shi family. Right, the Assembly of the DAs! Yes, the... But Shi Yuhua could speak no more. For a serpentine blaze... Hey! Serpentine blaze struck from the Umbra and separated his head from his torso. Who else? Maybe a student of Iori? Who knows? I mean, considering what happened to her after the events of Ruina and by proxy Leviathan. Yeah. Little Yihua, I have not warned you time and again to guard your tongue against a creeping desperation. I believe we have gathered the intelligence we had hoped to collect, my lord. You needn't pursue the serpents, Yu. His voice boomed as he commanded those who appeared to be his officers. A tall-built man took a ponderous step from the shadows and stood before us. With an enigmatic expression, he wordlessly looked at Yihua's decapitated head, now lying on the ground, then at us. It was as though he was gazing upon the clouds or blades of grass. I shall take them with me. He picked up Yihua's decapitated head before gesturing at his officer with a nod. Ah, here it is, my lord. Wrap the heads with stasis wraps and decomposition won't set in anytime soon. With those bandages, he began to wrap them in a practiced motion. He does not pay us any heed, as though we're not even worth the attention. Return to me at once when you're finished here. Yes, my lord. Hold on. You can't just show up out of nowhere and... Yes, he can. He did not reply, his eyes gazing at reflecting nothing but hollow emptiness. If I remember correctly, Jie is based on Confucius. Yeah, I've been hearing things about that too. Confucius. I guess there's a whole like true name situation here and there too. But we won't find out until we actually encounter the Kanto. But I guess many of those who have actually read the Red Chamber will probably be very, very aware of who these characters are. And considering how long that book is, I wouldn't blame him to be very anal about that. And just as he emerged from the darkness, he vanished into the shadows, carrying 2 decapitated heads. Metal. Absolutely metal as fuck.
압도했습니다. 제 기존 검술보다
Yeah, I got a nice bonus too.
향상된 기술을
Let's see who did the most damage.
있습니다.
Hey, let's go.
대폭 증가하겠고.
Hey chat, is this real? Yeah, it should be possible to play through them. You just won't get the rewards from them. Oh, there's a good chance. There's a good chance. But who knows? Considering that Hohenheim did give us our assessment, it's a good chance we may actually square up against a color fixer at some point, or at least a protege of a colored fixer. Things are looking any better. I can instinctively tell they were different from anyone or anything we faced in Hong Yuan so far. I don't suppose our lord left them alive just for us to slay them. Then perhaps it's apt to introduce myself, as if it's common courtesy to do so. Call me Shi Gong. I am but a humble student of my lord, of Shi's teachings. My lord, Master Shi. Somehow I was reminded of the discussion Xing Tao refused to finish. For when the far one comes betwixt the burnt doors, a star shall fall astray. As for the song, it's a song that became rather popular in the back streets in the recent months. I kind of pressed for time too, so I don't want to push it. Name's Dante. I'm their manager. I decided to speak up, struggling through the pressure. I instinctively knew that we had to find out as much as I could about that man from earlier. They introduced themselves as Manager Dante. I see. Your kindness is appreciated. Do you? Withdraw them out. It seems that we need not contend with them at the moment. Very well. That's a tall, whole woman right there. Infused with rabbit genetics and DNA. Remember, jackhammer. It seems that they had a very same thought about us. Now that is sufficient proof for our intent to engage in a brief discourse. To discuss some matters with you to mark a courtly ending to this encounter should be of benefit to us, but the prospects of our future, so ask away, as I say. So, that's when Jia Chichun stepped forward after having retreated from the domineering presence. So that's what those suspicious songs I've heard in the backstreets were about. It's about you guys, wasn't it? So, are those lyrics true? So that is what you wish to know. Ji-chun of the Jia family. It said that you possess talent in rhetoric, yet walk a path beclouded by concern and anxiety. Sure, your insignificance precludes your part in greatness. Wait, don't speak for me. I would have been the first to say anything if I thought she was wrong. Yes, my lady. Shi Yihua. You're the one who sent him after us, right? Close yet not exact. He was an agent of the Shi family sent to spy on my lord's doings. We had bestowed him control of the Heisha pact, but we had found his conduct shallow, and saw a means of learning more of the Shi family's machinations. Yet it seems that once granted power, the boy mistook himself for a man with the wherewithal to represent the Shi family. So you used him, just as he sought to use us, though he was quite shallow in his strategy compared to our own. So what now? I think you're looking to kill us, right? Now, nothing. Do whatever it was that you had sought to accomplish here. You're letting two of your master's rivals go, just like that? What a strange thing to say. Look around as I might, I fail to see any rivals here. Then, why did you order Yihua to attack? You said it yourself, we're not even your rivals. The manager inquires why he commanded Yihua to carry out his assault against Limbus Company. They fear, yet they seek to gain understanding through that fear. Yet they remain wanting in a certain perspicacity. My lord has always said that if one learns not from a plight, then no discourse shall then bear fruit. Instead of giving a straight answer, Shigang left me with only a puzzling comment before she rushes past us. I had given you courtesy enough. It is a good time for us to depart. Now, do stay nicely within your borders, as you have remained there thus far. I'll greatly despise an odd splash of ink marring the great painting. Know that? Shigang walked into the shadows cast beneath the forest of buildings. Shiyu and the countless Heisho that surrounded us also disappeared with them. Finally! I looked around just in time to see Aldous collapse while the rest of the students lay dead or barely clinging to life. And there was Jia Ji-chun who collapsed to the floor as well, and Wei who was tending to her wounds. And me who somehow survived through all of that without getting decapitated or liquefied. And the night that put us through multiple rushes with death came to an end. Yeah, and that's pretty much everything that has happened. That big brother Shu, I see. Once the day broke, we decided to take a walk outside to recover a little from the exhaustion of the night. It was also to decide our course of action from here on. We also had to decide if we wanted to travel with Jia Ji-shun, whom we've shared our destination. Hello? Did you forget how to make a concerned face or something? How are you maintaining that irritating poker face through the whole conversation? Of course not. Classic Jia family secrecy, huh? Always hiding something. And I bet you are too. If you are, you better spit it out now. I don't have time to casually stroll about with my to-be enemy. Ji-chun, as I have said, it's either the family, the hierarchy is of no... Fine, even if you're lying, I do know that they haven't prepared anything for your assignment anyway. Changing the subject? Ji-chun, who was chatting with Hong-Lu, methodically slowed down enough to walk right next to me, as though she was executing steps of a plan. You love your brother's faction, don't you? About what I wanted to talk to you about earlier. I guess I do. For now, I guess. Earlier. Oh, this is about a conversation about back at the Kenzan. Brother? Translations plead. Of course, Dante is unquestionably our manager. Great, let me make a proposal then. Become my faction for the duration of family hierarchy evaluations. Help me out. What? Can we do that? Can we do that? Why not? You guys managed to stall even the sweepers. That means you command a formidable force. Besides, you're headed to the family mansion anyway, aren't you? You just don't know what to do once you get there. As for competition, well, my brother doesn't care about the whole thing anyway. So why don't you join me? Help me become the family hierarch. It's not like our other older siblings. I always pay my debts, whether that's for a favor or for a grudge. If you can't trust me, I'm happy to make it written. Can we do that, Faust? Faust deems Jia-Chi-Chun's plan, her explanation of it at least, rather flawless. Having such an ally at the apex of a wing would be a great boon to Limbus Company as well. I guess so. I don't see any reason to refuse her offer. Awww has been listening in our conversation, boiled the discussion down to a clear explanation related to Jia-Chi-Chun. Perfect. The set of formation of such an alliance should come with a grand banquet to mark the occasion and to cement an upcoming coalition. The banquet's on me. Once we get close to the central zone, let's find a nice Kazan to discuss our future ventures together. And spend much more time with Don Quixote alone. In a nice secluded room. You're Dante, right? Let's make this thing work. Let's. I'll still be worried by the turn of events. Hold on, let me check something. You? Alright. I'll still be worried by the turn of events, but Jia-Chi-Chun reached out for a handshake with such earnestness that I found myself almost drawn to shake her hand in return. Now that I think about it, this is the first time we ever made ourselves an ally that wasn't specifically selected by the company, huh? Well, if that's the case, I really hope we can at least have one ally who doesn't meet a terrible end. Don't jinx it, Dante! We walked out of Kazan to find the Memphis officers waiting for us in the middle of the road. Wow, man, I never thought about it now, but standing like this in the middle of the street really stands out, doesn't it? Is this your usual ride? Glad to see you're all safe. Saudi and pilot walked out from inside the bus. So, did you guys take care of the business? I have some more pressing things to talk about. Listen well, do you have any idea how much trouble your subordinate's little connection? Yes, Miss Faust already gave me a report. Pilot? Oh boy. Yes, ma'am. By the way he's awkwardly stepping forward, he probably already got a hell of a talking to from Saudi. Feel almighty sorry about that, y'all. I've only been a part of this eradication missions, never in this espionage business, so... Pilot? What did I say about mixing excuses into an apology? Forget I said it. Really mighty sorry, for real. This Tsingtao guy approached me and sweet-talked me into going along with that plan of his. So I got too cocky, assuming that I knew better than my seniors. I'm sorry too. I forgot he's still a new guy in the business. Of course he'd be prone to making these mistakes. Looks like we're both writing letters to explain our failure together, huh? We're both getting disciplined for this? The disciplinary action is unlikely to be anything of significance. LCB team came out unscathed, all things considered. However, it's likely that they may have to work half a year without I consider it a win for if all we're getting is docked pay. Next time, I do, promise. Next time we're gonna get real good at this job. We'll get somebody who can actually provide good assistance to y'all. Of course, Violet. You really should. In fact, you have no choice but to become a contributing member of the team when I'm done with you. Let's really get to it, huh? Ah! No one's dying or getting fired under my watch as long as I'm their manager. I'll make sure of that. Yeah. Oh, right. Almost forgot to tell you, Sade. It's really important business stuff. Going forward, we're gonna... Oh, yeah. I was gonna bring that up sooner or later. We just got orders from the LCA. Sade produced a small device from her pockets and began reading from it. Upon arrival at Central Zone of H Corp, the LCB will participate in a family hierarchy evaluation with a candidate. We're going to anyway. Now this busting faction is going to be mine. The LCB will present the following center as their chosen candidate. Center 6, Awww. What? We practically ate for free. We dined and dashed. We got away with murder, essentially. And I'm pretty sure Jia Chi-chun is none of the while happy about this. What? You can't do that! What the hell? You! All of you! I'm gonna make you throw up everything you just ate, you assholes! See where I'm coming from, you job, motherfucker! Within 50 turns, nah, we're gonna make that our homework soon enough. But I think we have we have enough to actually have our own Heisho pack out us. Another bunny to the team.
토끼에게 붙을 이름은 없다. 나는 그저 아무것도 아닌 그림자 속 짐승일 뿐이니.
Alright, that's a done deal. So, thanks everybody for watching by. I'm already extremely late, so peace out. Take care. All that good stuff.